All right, everyone. Welcome back for another deep dive. Today,
Mm.
we're looking at something I think a lot of people are going to be very interested in.
Yeah.
We are diving into the world of Apple and their new iPhone 16 Pro.
Mm.
So we have a review here from Digital Playground.
Okay.
Dave and Diana put this phone through its paces.
Right.
And so what we're going to try to do today is figure out, is this the ultimate iPhone, as they claim?
Okay.
Should everybody run out and buy one?
Ah.
What are the real highlights here?
Yeah.
Let's unpack it.
Yeah, let's start with that chip. I mean,
Yeah.
that A18 Pro chip is no joke.
Uh,
They're using a 3-nanometer architecture now.
Okay, so for people who don't know about this,
Right.
what is that?
Basically, the smaller those nanometers get, the more transistors you can fit on a chip. And more transistors means faster processing and better energy efficiency.
So it's not just about like raw power.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's about using that power more efficiently. And that's where the real gains are, I think.
So Dave and Diana, in their review, they were talking about how apps just launch like that.
Yeah, instantly.
No lag when you're doing multiple things at once.
Mm-hmm.
And the gaming experience is supposed to be basically console-level quality.
They're saying it rivals, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X.
Wow.
And a big part of that is the 6-core GPU.
Okay.
That's the graphics processing unit.
Okay.
So that's handling all the visuals and making sure everything looks smooth and runs without any hiccups.
So I'm picturing like you're on your lunch break, right?
Yeah.
And instead of just scrolling through social media, you can actually
Right.
fire up like a really graphically intense game
Yeah.
that looks and feels like it's running on your PlayStation.
That's the promise.
That's wild.
It is pretty wild.
I mean, what does this mean for the future of like console gaming?
Right.
I mean, is this going to eventually replace
Makes you wonder, right?
consoles?
Like, why would I need a separate box when I can just do it all on my phone?
That's a good point.
Especially with cloud gaming becoming more and more popular.
Yeah.
You could theoretically stream any game from the cloud
Right.
without needing a console at all.
That's a huge shift.
It could be a massive disruption to the gaming industry.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on because there's a lot more to talk about here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the camera,
Okay.
which they have dubbed the 48 MP Fusion camera system.
48 megapixels. That's a lot of megapixels.
And the big thing that they were really focusing on is the low light performance.
Yeah. That's always been a weak point for smartphone cameras.
Right.
But they claim they've made some huge improvements there.
And no.
And the key to that is this Fusion tech.
Okay. What is Fusion Tech?
So basically, it's using software to help the hardware.
Yep.
It's like having a virtual photography assistant built into your phone.
So it's analyzing the scene?
Yeah, it's looking at the lighting, the colors, everything.
Wow.
Adjusting settings to make sure you get the best possible shot.
So it's not just megapixels anymore?
No, it's about intelligence.
Yeah.
It's about the phone understanding what it's seeing and making smart decisions.
So they highlighted a couple of things in the review,
Mm-hmm.
like how it captures landscapes.
Yeah, landscapes look incredible, apparently.
Yeah.
All the detail is there, even in low light.
Yeah.
And portraits, too.
Okay.
The bokeh effect, that blurred background, is really nice.
Oh, nice.
And then they went on and on about the video capabilities.
Yeah.
4K ProRes recording, Dolby Vision HDR. It's like a professional filmmaking setup in your pocket.
So what does this mean for people who have, dedicated cameras?
Right.
Like, are they going to become obsolete?
I mean, it makes you wonder, especially for casual users.
Right.
If your phone can shoot video that's this good, why would you even bother with a separate camera?
And it looks really good. I mean, they were showing some footage in the review.
That was impressive.
And it looked like it was shot on like a really expensive cinema camera.
Right, and that's a point. They're blurring the lines between professional and consumer level equipment.
Okay, so we talked about the chip.
Yeah.
We talked about the camera. Now let's talk about the actual like design of the phone.
Okay, the aesthetics.
Yeah, they're using aerospace grade titanium.
Yeah, which is a first for the iPhone.
It is.
That's usually reserved for like high-end watches.
Oh, wow.
So it's a big step up in terms of materials.
So what does that mean like in terms of how it feels, how it looks?
Well, it's lighter than previous iPhones,
Okay.
but also more durable.
So it's not going to scratch as easily.
Exactly.
Interesting.
And then they've got the promotion display with a 120 hertz refresh rate.
I remember when we first started hearing about refresh rates, and I was like, does that really matter?
Yeah, I thought it was just a gimmick.
But then you use a phone with like a high refresh rate.
And it's hard to go back.
It's so smooth.
Everything just looks so much smoother.
Yeah, scrolling is way better.
Yeah, animations are more fluid.
Yeah. It's just a better experience overall. And then, of course, we have to talk about battery life.
Yeah, because that's always a concern.
They're claiming 2 full days of battery life.
Which is impressive.
I mean, remember the days when you had to charge your phone like twice a day?
Oh, yeah. It was a constant struggle.
Yeah.
So having a phone that can last for 2 days,
Yeah.
that's a game changer.
Yeah, for sure.
It gives you so much more freedom.
So, I mean, do you think this is the iPhone that everybody should go out and buy?
It's tempting, isn't it?
It is.
But it really depends on your needs and your budget.
Yeah.
Some people might be perfectly happy with their current phone.
Yeah.
Others might be willing to pay a premium for the latest and greatest.
And it's not cheap.
No, it's not.
So
it's an investment.
It is an investment.
But if you're someone who uses their phone for everything and you want the best possible experience,
yeah.
then yeah, it might be worth considering.
Yeah. And I mean, all of this is based on, reviews and specs.
Right.
We haven't actually held the phone ourselves. We don't know how it feels in the hand.
Right.
How intuitive the interface is.
Yeah, those are things you can only really know once you've used it for a while.
So, think about that as you're considering whether or not to upgrade.
And I think it raises an even bigger question.
Okay.
With technology moving this fast,
Yeah.
what's next?
Yeah.
What will the ultimate phone look like in 5 years?
That's something to think about.
It is.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
All right, everyone, that's all the time we have for today. Hope you enjoyed this deep dive. See you next time.